which suits me just fine. Playing it on normal, and I think it's gonna realize the fact that I have a save from the previous playthrough, well, from the first chapter of the game, yeah. Boy, this music is good but loud. Trails in the sky, save data found. Load data. Yes, please. Which data to load? What was the most? Yeah, so I beat this Brown September. So the latest one is the greatest one, right? Sure. I think the key with that is it's gonna keep bracer points or something like that. If I had maxed them out, which I definitely did not. So we'll see if my head's in the wrong place. Stream-wise. So bright. Yawn. Ah, that felt good. I haven't slept like that since. Are you gonna flash back to our buddy Joshua? What? Alright, we stayed in the castle last night. This game picks up directly after the events of the first game. So if you're interested in that, I do have a playthrough of that one on YouTube. But I mean, suffice to say in a quick minute that this woman, Estelle, had a very good friend, best friend, family member even, named Joshua. They traveled the world based on the heavy impression that her father left. Cassius Bright. Her name's Estelle Bright. So blah blah blah. Long story short, her and her best friend slash fake, non-bio brother Joshua got separated in the last game. Yeah, that's what I said. That's all I'm saying about the first game. It's a terrible synopsis. Alright, we stayed in the castle last night. Joshua and I were out enjoying celebrations. Oh my fucking god. 1 second, please. This is just my day. Skirt. Social media, please. Gotta move you, cause that's gonna stress me out. That's where the right side of the screen is. Joshua and I were out enjoying celebrations. Then we had some ice cream on the way home. They did do that. Then we all went to the dinner party. And then no. Harvey, no. This is Joshua's room. But I was staying in the same room as Shara. Was all that a dream? What? Joshua. Turbo button still works. Ah, good morning, sleepyhead. You took your sweet time waking up. Shara? Really warn me next time you aren't going to come back for the evening. I was getting a bit worried. Although it looks to me like you and Joshua managed to talk quite a bit. Shara, where's Joshua? What? Where's? I'm looking for Joshua. Shara, have you seen him? This is important. I haven't seen him yet this morning, no. But weren't you tired yesterday and stayed over in his room? Take it easy, Estelle. He wasn't there when you woke up? What? What? Who did you hear that from? From Cassius, but what is that? From Dad? Okay, where's Dad then? Well, last I saw him, he was heading up toward the garden terrace, but now what? The garden terrace? Okay, thanks, bye. Wait, Estelle, wait What on earth has gotten into her? Oh, goddess. The lovers reversed. So it's a good thing I remember the other game, because otherwise I probably wouldn't know where this is. Whoops, apparently I still don't. Are you... This is not the Garden Terrace. This looks like the place to be. Nope. See, this is the turbo boost. Like, look how, like, walking the speed here. Hold this. I go only slightly faster. Which is fun. Ah. Cassius. Estelle. Then we have a problem. I know. Joshua's gone. What? How do you know about that? After getting back from the meeting last night, I found you asleep in one of our beds. You left a note on the nightstand as well. Between the two, I have a fairly good idea of what must have happened. Then, what the heck are you just standing here for? We need to find Joshua fast before... Stop, Estelle. What? If he's truly gone to ground, even I have little hopes of actually finding him. His skills are almost superhuman. When we fought 5 years ago, I was nearly killed by an 11-year-old. And keep in mind, Cassius, this man here, is a legendary warrior within the constructs of this game, so for him to have been almost defeated by an 11-year-old is a feat. One moment, this chair is going wild. Okay, I'll ask this once before a long time ago, but who is Joshua exactly? Like, why did you bring him into our home? The Society of Ouroboros. I'm still thinking this game's a little loud. Bring him just a wee bit. Yeah. Word. The Society of Ouroboros. Your answers begin there, with an organization few even know exists. They're an organization that seeks to manipulate the world from the shadows, led by a leader called the Grand Master. Joshua was in their employ as an assassin when I first met him. I brought him home because it was his only chance to live free of them. Ouroboros. Even the Bracer Guild knows very little about them, and only the top bracers even learn of their existence. Given that the response of the public to ideas of Ouroboros' existence would be either panic or skepticism, we don't acknowledge them publicly. But they exist, there is no question of that, and they've had plans in motion for years. The recent coup is just one example of their machinations. Wait, you mean Lieutenant Lawrence? He was... Yes, we have absolutely no doubt he was another senior agent from the Society. Of course, we doubt he was acting as a lone wolf. He must have had support to accomplish what he did. Support like Joshua, for example. Oh. Wait, what? What the heck do you mean? He stated as much in his note. Over the past 5 years, Joshua has been passing along guild secrets to Ouroboros. He claims that he was under the influence of some sort of mental control and didn't even realize what he was doing himself. No, he wouldn't. Ouroboros' cunning is matched only by their malevolence. Stay away from them, Estelle. They're far too dangerous. Okay, I don't quite get all this, but I just want to make sure I'm hearing this right. You're saying we should abandon Joshua. Well, Dad, answer the question. I always knew this day would come. Even 5 years ago when I took him in, I knew we would someday reach this moment. You swore something to me. The first day he actually accepted he could be part of our home. What did he... The moment he became a burden or a threat to us, the moment that society contacted him or pursued him in any fashion, he would disappear from our lives, like a shadow dispelled by the sun, he told me once. What? What's that supposed to... Estelle, I understand how you feel. It was part of our family. It isn't easy just to say goodbye so suddenly. But there are some lines which a man can never bring himself to cross. Ever. So please try to understand what you knew. Hmm? You knew that Joshua might leave us someday and never say anything to me or did anything about it. You knew and you didn't. I'm sorry, I hate you. Calm down, Estelle. Hi, Shara. That conversation went great, Shara, don't worry. Cassius. Shara, I'm sorry you had to see that. No, it's... Why do I get the feeling you're biting back a lecture? I stumbled into your life from a disaster of my own. You saved me, just as you did Joshua. I understand what both you and Joshua must be thinking. Indeed. If I may make a single comment, though, from a woman's perspective? Of course. At this point, you and Joshua are essentially the two most wretchedly miserable sons of dogs I have ever had the displeasure of knowing. What's up, Sheppy? Huff, huff. Thanks for the raid. No. Just no way. Joshua wouldn't run away. Whoa, you okay, miss? What are you doing out without an umbrella? Oh, I love these emojis, by the way. Feeling it, Shep? You'll get soaked if you remain out in this mess. You should head on home. Home? Home? Yeah, you're right. I should head home. Joshua must have headed home. You're losing to this, though. Yes, this is the absolute very beginning. Not too long ago, I finished the first game, so I'm trying to see what's up with this second chapter, because now I'm addicted. Yeah, it's a fantastic game. Well, I mean, the first one is. I'm assuming this one is also good, but I don't know if it can stand with the first one. We'll find out. He probably went back home. Oh yeah, way better. The first one, I mean, it was kind of, I wouldn't say short, because that's not the right one. Oh, awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm going to be playing this whole thing through, so it should be great. It's a B+. It's a strong B. Thanks, Mr. Guard. Oh, yeah. It should never come between food in the second game. But you're alive, so I guess you did make the right decision. I'll head home right away. What was that all about? I swear I've seen her somewhere before. You definitely have. Wait, isn't that the girl who helped stop the coup? I mean, yeah, you should know that by now. Vegetables and no game. Well, I mean, cheap noodles are actually pretty good, so I can't even throw shade at that. Yeah, there we go. This is exciting, though. I'm really looking forward to it because, as I said, the first game was really impressive and the localization is fantastic, so maybe I can find some new slang to use. My style. You shine like the sun. My time with you was the happiest and most painful I've ever known. This must be Joshua talking. Just as the brightest light casts the darkest shadow, if you stayed with me, you'd find out just how disgusting my true nature is. Sometimes I think it would have been better if we'd never met. I love the cheap noodles. Womp womp face. I heard Joshua. He wishes he'd never met me. He said that? No. No. This guy's got fantastic hair. Huh? Come on now, look at this clear blue sky. Feel the gentle kiss of the wind on your cheek. A lovely girl like you ain't allowed to be sad on a gorgeous day like this. Oh, there it is. There it is. That emoji is very good. Such good hair. Everything is illuminated now, Shep. It saddens Adios too, you know. Hey, wait a sec. I'm not dangerous. Well, okay, maybe I came across as. Anyway, you just caught my eye the moment you came aboard, you see. Yeah, this guy seems like he's gonna be a full thing. He's got his Akira Toriyama hair. Though this isn't a Akira Toriyama game, I'm just like, I wish. No, don't say that, Sheppy. Please don't say we traded Joshua for this insensitive jerk. Joshua was great, but he also missed a lot in battle, so didn't enjoy that. So maybe this guy will be better, because maybe this guy won't miss all the time. Anyway, you caught my eye the moment you came aboard, you see. You seemed a little broken up over something, so I thought to myself, hey, I'll put a smile on her face with my overpowering charm. Yeah, like I put the hit 2 on him. It just didn't matter. He always, whenever I did that little cross chop, the 2 hit, as soon as that first one missed, I was like, well, this is my day. This is gonna be my life. I don't quite get what you mean, but thanks, I guess. To be honest, this is what we usually call putting on the moves. Dude, that's exactly the same thing I would say. It's like, oh, so everybody's gonna be like Joshua today. Cher would occasionally miss with her whip. And I'm like, all right, Joshua, get out of there. But Josh was consistently like always my main damage dealer. So it's like when he missed, it was really an issue because that damage wasn't going down, and that made him almost as useless as, let's see, Estelle's Hurricane move. Ugh. I'm not even gonna talk about Hurricane. So how about it? Want to head down to the lore observation deck? Come on, insensitive jerk. You can get drinks down there too. I'd be happy to treat a new friend. What do you say? Well, I appreciate the offer, but I'm not really in the spit a game with the depressed. That's like how most dudes get dates, though, from my understanding. I'm sorry. Can you just? I think I see how it is. All right then. Time to knock it off for the come-ons and put on the work face, hey? Oh, well, thanks for the follow there, OMG. We're gonna enjoy this game together then, aren't we? After all, it's my job to guide lost lambs like you. Your job? Darn right, look at this. Oh, he's got the bling. I love the description of him being previously insensitive. The previously insensitive jerk held forth a medallion with a chalice engraved in the center. And yeah, right, and then I think that Joshua kind of had to be the cornerstone, because otherwise you're looking at some weak, melee range damage most of the game, right? It's him and Estelle going around the town, walking around the world as bracers. And I have to comment and say, like, dude, that whole concept was great about how them going around, kind of just journeying. I really appreciate games. I think like the first Grandjo was similar in that you were just traveling, and making camp places. It made everything have a sense of home. And thank you, It's the Sheppy, for the follow as well. I'm telling you, we're gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna read all of it. All of it's gonna get read. Oh, and thanks, Raylan, for the follow as well. Isn't that the seal of the Septian Church? Bingo. This is the Grail emblem. Let me introduce myself properly. I'm Kevin Graham. I just feel like his name shouldn't really be Kevin Graham. It's like something else. Looks and moves aside. I really am a priest of the Septian Church. Oh, thanks, Interceptor. How are you doing tonight? Huh? Wow. Wait, for real? Or is this another joke? I'm Kevin Teddy Grams. Oh, why'd you have to doubt me still? I'm serious devoted priest, you know. I never miss the Trinity prayers, and I always have testaments right at hand. I think I left them on my seat, sorry. Yeah, that really helps your case there. You really are kind of a weirdo, father. Haha, laughter, victory is mine. That's more like it. Cute girls like you deserve to smile. See, this dude right here, this line. Cute girls like you deserve to smile. Like, all of the feminist bones in my body are just like, come on, man. We're better than this 2018, Father Kevin. Yeah, I'm getting dinner now. Interceptor, that's good. How's the NaNoWriMo going? Mine, poorly. Again, work beat me up. And I didn't get my words. So it looks like I'm just going to casually write 10,000 words in about, 3 hours. Anyway, if you want, I'll give you an ear in my official priestly capacity. No pickup lines, I promise. Adios might be dead otherwise. Well, okay. But where do I sniffle? Uh-oh. Wait, hold on now. I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry anyway. It's my great goddess. My God. That's good, Interceptor. You're gonna have to write a book for both of us, apparently. Steady there, child. You've been keeping this bottle up for ages, haven't you? My shoulder is yours. Come on, cry it all out. I'm here. I mean, how do you even read that? Wow. That's how I cry too, so I understand. Just get down on a nice little wow. Oh, that music. Is it loud enough, the music? This game has kind of weird balancing at times. Kevin, right? I'm sorry, that was pathetic of me. Hey, no biggie. Seriously, my shoulder's always got room for a girl to cry on. But no dudes. So how about it? Feel a bit better now? Yeah, a little. I'm Estelle Bright. I'm a member of the Bracer Guild. Oh, here we go. There you go. The Bracer Guild. It's all coming back now. All the dangerous monsters we killed in the first game. All the friends we made along the way, including Stella, the the woman that lived upstairs from the weapons place in Relent. I want to get some more Stella in my life. Hopefully she's in this game as well. Estelle, eh? Dang, even your name is cute. Hang on, you said the Bracer Guild? Yeah, I'm newly minted senior bracer. Might be hard to believe after seeing me break down like that, though. No, not at all. Now that you mention it, you kind of looked loaded for bear. Whoa, no, not at all. Now that you mention it, you do kind of look loaded for bear. You are a martial artist of some kind. I guess you could call me that. I focus on staff combat. Randlin, oh my gosh. Like, that first game, the way they talked about Cassius, that's like, okay, like, he reached this level of what is like, the Jesus of the world. And the whole time I'm thinking, he's just such a bad dad. It's like the memes like, Cass is a bad dad, prove me wrong. Though you said you're a priest, Kevin. I do appreciate the shoulder, but I gotta admit, you don't look much like any priest I know or would trust usually. He had a good face. Cassius has a generally good face, but not as good as, let's see, Captain McCall and Captain Youngface, like the ultimate, I guess the kinda mostly big bad. The young guy you fight at the end of the first game. It's fantastic. I call him Captain Youngface or Colonel Youngface. It's a good guy. Yeah, Richard, exactly. He seemed way too young for being in the role that he was in. But, I mean, I guess that's why he excelled, because he had all that background with all kinds of training, so. Should have seen that earlier in the game. I should have put that together. Aha, kazing. Through the chest, madam. Well, I'll admit that us wandering priests are sheep of a different color. Wandering what now? Well, okay, you know how there's villages and farms and whatnot without churches, right? Mortar he's to set place at set times each year and offers church services and teaches Sunday school. Think of it as a home delivery churching or something like that. We often call those missionaries, my friend. I never knew there were priests like that, but it does make a lot of sense. Interceptor, you missed the end of the first Trails in the Sky game. Me and Punch were really enjoying the Colonel Youngface. He's just a really young-faced man, but yeah, no, it happened at the end of the first game. I'll have to offline get you up to what's going on in this series. I think you'd really like it if you can get past the, you know, the aesthetic, the throwback style. And unlike church-bound priests, there's a lot of us who are more carefree about dress code. The church just kind of lets us do our things, so... well, fair enough, I guess. So, Kevin, I guess you're off to some village somewhere. Nah, not immediately. I actually just arrived in Liberal, like, today. The High Seat dispatched me here since apparently there's not enough wandering priests around right now. His being dispatched here seems kind of suspicious, but... Oh, really? Okay, then. The High Seat, they mentioned that in Sunday school, but I don't remember where. It's in the holy city of Arteria, in the middle of the continent. Oh, Interceptor, I like the old school stuff too, but you have to see this battle system. It's like... I love the game, don't get me wrong. You do a lot of battling, and that grid base, it's fine. It's just... It's not super visually pleasing, but I'm down. Oh, Punch knows. Punch is here. Punch gets it. Colonel Youngface. Anyway, I figured I'd do a bit of sightseeing before I went and reported my assignment to the Bishop of Granslow Cathedral. And well, here I am. That seems just a bit irresponsible to me. You really are kind of a half-baked priest, aren't you? Hey, it's cool. I'm checking out the place I'll be wandering to in advance. Rain, I never even thought about it that way, but it totally is. A punching my mod. Well, Interceptor, in the game's defense, is not truly grid-based. You're not making selections along the grid. The characters auto-move to the appropriate distance to make attacks. So, it's not super bad. I guess it's unfair to say grid-based because in my mind I say grid because I know that each one of these locations is in an equidistant square that they're supposed to stand in. Besides, I get to meet a troubled and lovely young woman. This is surely a blessing from Adios. Praise be to her name. Yeah, smooth recovery there. But really, thank you. Either way, letting it all out helped clear my mind a bit, I think. Seriously, I'm being a ninny. I should trust Joshua. He won't do anything stupid. Estelle, your amount of, like, her denial about what's going on with Joshua is kind of a bummer. Oh, who? Oh, Joshua's my brother, sort of, in a sense. He disappeared suddenly, which has been a bit of a shock. Disappeared, huh? You mean he ran away from home? No. He just went back home and said ahead of the rest of us. Nothing about the events that have happened made that seem like that would be the case, Estelle. Sorry to say. I mean, he's family. He wouldn't just run off on his own. I see. Really though, what was I thinking? Worst mistake ever. Telling him how I felt, especially at that moment. Next time I see him, I'll have to make up some kind of excuse about that. I'm with you, Father Kevin. Even he senses that. It's not quite right. Hey, Estelle. Huh? Well, like I was saying, I'm basically just a tourist without a plan or a clue right now, so how's about I land with you in Relent and make sure you get home safely? What? Punch, how are you doing tonight? You haven't played any more Xenoblade, have you? These people are so fancy. The man in the front with the top hat on is making my life happen. That's good for you, Punch. I don't know how you do it playing streaming Xenoblade, getting backseated so hard. Ah, smell that fresh air. So this is Relent, huh? Gotta admit though, it feels a bit like a backwater farming village with an airshop dock dropped on it. That's not really how you're gonna endear yourself to people in the town there, Father Kevin. Yeah. Well, excuse the heck out of us for living in the boonies. At least we're big enough to have our own church, Mr. Totally pretending to be a holy man. Oh, I'd better go pay my respects over there once we're done. So Estelle, which one of these fine boony shacks is yours? Setting the boony shacks bit aside, you really don't need to escort me home, you know. It's just outside town and crying fits aside, I really am a bracer. I can take care of myself. Nah, don't worry about it. It's a duty of us real manly men to make sure a lady gets home safely. Estelle is going to inevitably hit you in the face with her fist or that bow staff in her hand. Besides, I'm looking forward to meeting this boyfriend of yours. Boyfriend? Zoinks, Shaggy. Boyfriend isn't the term I think I'd use, maybe. But fair enough. I guess I'll fix you some tea or something when we get there. And I get free tea out of the deal? Victor again. Well, lead the way. Do I get to control the game right now? Oh my god. I think this turbo boost could be a little faster, but that's on me. The capital bound Lind arriving next. I need to keep things maintained so there's no accidents. Cool. Okay, so what are the buttons in this game now? Nope, that's not it. There we go. Punch, you've got to let those core crystals go. We are in Relent, so let me see if Stella's around. Let's see, there's the... Not the Bracer Guild. Not there. Is this it? There we go. You're cool. Here we are. Estelle? Hi, Estella. It's really you, huh? It's really my little Estelle. Oh, adios, it feels like I haven't seen you in years. I kind of think you're blowing it out of proportion. We talked about you every day. You went off to travel without saying anything to me. Yeah, sorry, Stella. Oh, it's alright, I know you were in a hurry. More importantly, come on, tell me all about your journey. I'd love to see Joshua too. Is he with you? Awkward. Excuse me. Pardon your... Nice to meet you, I'm Kevin Graham, Wandering Priest. Sorry to interrupt the reunion, but Estelle's in a bit of a hurry. Oh, really? I'm sorry, just got so excited. Let her be excited, man. Come hang out with Stella. She's like our mom, or not real mom, but definitely real mom. No, don't worry about it. I'll make sure to come by again. Yes, I'll make your favorite dish, Estelle. Bring Joshua next time, too. Let's see. Estelle? Estelle is you. Hi, Elder. I've missed you. You, young lady, have been all over the damn news. Heard you're full bracer now, among other things. Really? You brats just surprise me again and again. I heard that old dog Cassius as well, too. Though, wait a moment, where's Joshua? He came home a bit ahead of us. I was just on my way back home myself. Did he now? He came back and didn't even drop by to say hello? Well, that's just heartless. Joshua didn't stop by to say hi? That's silly. Don't worry, I'll tell him to come visit when I see him. Yes, please do. Okay. Like, Stella, you're gonna have to calm down. It's just like, everybody sees it except for her. Alright, map. Bright family home. Oh, here's that music. Yeah, I'm sure Joshua will be right inside, Estelle. So this is your place, Estelle? It's got, how to put this, a warm, homey feel to it. Yeah, I know. This place holds a lot of memories for me, for Dad, and for Joshua too. So I can see. And you think Joshua's going to be just inside, right? Yeah, I'm sure he is. Come on in, I'll introduce you to him. He'll like you, I think. Man, who is this guy? The number he's done her. Well, let's get this over with. Adios, give her strength. Joshua, I'm home. You're back, right? That's weird. I'm sure he must be here. Maybe he's in Dad's study. He's not. She so rarely uses that run animation. Joshua? Lazy. How's it going, my friend? You managed to, well, you probably haven't broken yourself away from Red Dead, but I'm glad I can join Arthur. Oh, wait, duh. It's possible he's in my room looking for something, right? Did I leave some underwear or something lying around? Oh, that'd be the worry. My room's clean at least. Though Joshua probably wouldn't care about a few panties here and there. Oh my gosh, Lazy, you've shocked the world with your Red Dead. That you're about to play Red Dead right now. Did you end up streaming for an extremely long time this weekend? So... Not bad, Lazy. I saw you a few times on there, but I didn't get to stop by. Because most of the time I was like asleep. Joshua, I'm coming in, okay? That dude is not in there. Oh. But how many of those 10 hours were spent playing Red Dead is the real question. Of course, makes sense. I'm such an idiot. Oh my god, yeah, Ranlin. Well, I mean, yeah, you're sort of like a... It's such a bummer to see her go through this, knowing very well that Joshua's not going to be here, obviously. And she knows that, and you know she's carrying that up to this point. And all of it kind of comes out. Yeah, it's tough, and it's like, it's late, and it hurts you. So your boyfriend's not here, huh? Oh hey, maybe we missed him. He came back, then headed out to town for a bit? When we passed by each other without realizing? That's very kind of him to say that, but we know it's not the case. No. You've accepted it then. I knew somewhere deep down, I knew he'd really left. There was no way he'd come back home for any longer than a few moments. Right. But this room was it. It was my last hope. I have no idea where else he could be, at all. So this is the end. I'll never see Joshua again, ever. Well, that's probably not true. Father Kevbo, ain't it a bit early to be giving up that easily? Huh? In the end, the only ones who know whether we're destined to meet someone again, here or beyond, is Idios herself. Just because you think fate's against you is no reason to give up. The question then, Estelle, is this. What do you think you can do about it? But, I don't even have any leads to follow. No leads at all? You sure? I don't know your boyfriend, of course, but nobody I know would disappear without some reason. Was there anything weird in how he talked or acted towards you recently? Or maybe something strange had been happening with him lately? Something only you, who've been with him so long, would pick up on. Hey. Oh, now she remembers this. The events of the first game. Oh, a story mode. Man, Lazy, you're flying through that game, I bet. I'm playing it super slowly, so I'm gonna have to watch your stream to get the story, and I'll probably just never finish the game. Oh yeah, of course. Joshua started acting weird right after I got back to that spot where we were resting. What up? Let's see. Overhunter 1. Call me Hams. That must be the hunter. Joshua started acting weird right after I got back to that spot where we were resting. Overhunter, thank you for the follow. My dude. What the? Why is my head fuzzy? Why can't I remember who I met along the way? I did meet someone. Lazy, 27% of the story? You just been killing for like fun then. Because the way your guy is dressed real classy like, that means you've at least gone to that like fancy town, right? Way in the south. I don't trust the way you play games, Lazy. Are you okay? You went white as a sheet there. Yeah, I think so. Now I get it. Joshua went off to stop the foul magician. But the person I met then was that magician. And that person was the one actually behind the coup, and Colonel Richards, aka Colonel Youngface, memory trouble. Then that magician must still be planning something else in Liberal. But that means if I can stop him as a bracer, maybe, just maybe. So you've realized what's going on. Dead, Shara? Shara's finally talked some business into Cassius. So is this Lazy? You think this is gonna be your game of the year? Seemed like it. Why are you here? Sorry, Estelle. When we touched down, I took the liberty of contacting the guild's Gransel branch on the sly. Oh. Estelle, honey, you scared the pants off us running away like that. I don't know why I gave her that voice. We were at the Gransel Guild House trying to find you when the call came in. We barely managed to catch a departing Freightliner out here. Is there anything else, Lazy, that you've played as much as this recently? Like, I know you liked Horizon a good amount. Like, does it compete? Just as Sherazard said, I'm glad you're safe, Estelle. Now then, Father Kevin, was it? I appreciate your contacting us. You have my deepest thanks for letting us know where Estelle was. Nah, don't worry about it. My fault for butting into family matters, really. No, Estelle, the one who needs to apologize is me. It was nothing more than my ego talking when I told you to stay away from Ouroboros. I was simply forcing my opinion as a man and as your father onto you. Sherazard made the point quite clear on our trip over. Shara. I sure did. Don't worry, Estelle. I'm completely behind you on this. Horizon, huh? I forgot that game. Did that game come out last year? I feel like it came out at the same time as another really popular game as well. In all honesty, I thought I prepared for this day for a long while, but losing him is worse than I could have ever imagined. Thus, if nothing else, I wanted to keep you from walking the path of thorns which now lies before us. I couldn't bear the thought of you sharing Lena's fate, of you losing your life to protect someone else. Oh, and the death of Cassius's wife. The whole situation surrounding that just sucked. That was rough. They had some like really nice art at the end of near the end of that last game, the first one that kind of depicts that. The style they chose is really cool. But that is an insult, not just to you, but to your mother as well. I understand now, as terrifying as the possibility still seems to me. Dad? I'll be too busy with the work of rebuilding the military to act on my own. I fear that is exactly why they will act now. Detroit? Oh, Lazy. I have some real problems with that game, Detroit. And it's what some of the ideas and concepts, the way they showed them, wasn't great. Wasn't good, man. It's particularly their depictions of nonviolent protest. Rough. This time, I really won't be able to help you, Estelle. Are you sure this is what you want? Yes. I know I've still got a lot to learn, but I don't see any other way, so I'll do it. I'll put a stop to whatever horrible thing this Ouroboros has planned, and I'll bring Joshua back home. I see. Then there's nothing more to say. As a bracer, and as an independent woman, do as you see fit. Dad. And as an independent woman, Beyonce in here. Well, no. There is one more thing I must say. Estelle, I'm counting on you. Bring back Joshua. Bring back my damn fool of a son, please. Right. Piece of cake. I'll do it. I'll make sure we can all live in this house again. I'll bring Joshua back no matter what stands in my way. She's neither black nor sassy, but she can still be an independent woman. Oh, here we go. And this is the part where Twitch will make sure that this whole part of my video is muted. Spoiler alert, it's anime. Maybe if I like periodically just make some sounds, Twitch won't pick up that this song is probably licensed, and Falcom Nihon Falcom, who makes this game, deserves some money. Nihon. Lazy, we're not gonna get back. We're not gonna get back into the legality of the women in these games anymore. We can't go there. This is a live action game. Doesn't all life look like this? Oh, does it really, OMG? I feel like on that first game when I saw had the intro, I got burned by that. But maybe it was just, maybe I was mixing that with the beginning of Tales of Berseria, actually. She got me like locked out of Japan, I think. Oh, that's awesome, Brandon. I'm gonna have to check out your stream then. And probably like steal all your build styles and strategies in the game. Trying to get big in Japan. Well, obviously, Punch. And Lazy, nope, still no. We cannot go back. There's no talk of legality. There's already bad enough with Final Fantasy 13. But vanilla legal. Prologue. A Maiden's Resolve. I like these screens here. Two months later. This is gonna be interesting to see where they're at now. Midwest Zamuria, Lemon State. Lelockley Canyon Bracer Training Grounds. You're absolutely right, OMG. It is definitely Bandai Namco doing that. I refuse to tell you her name, Lazy. Estelle Bright. Here I come, Annalise. Named every time I've read that name, playing the first time, I'm just like, Annalise. Blazing Barrage. Is that Wolverine's move? No, his Berserker Barrage. That's what it is. Yeah, this is pretty hot. That's not what I expect you to say. But now it's my turn. 8-leaf Blitz. Yeah. Oh, I'm not done yet. Oh, I'm not done yet. Nah, I can't keep this up. So, what the? You're mine. Ouch. I'm with you on that. Analyst. I'm gonna copy that. Analyst. Yeah, that sounds right. Ow, ow, ow. Yax, are you okay, Analyst? I didn't mean to hit that hard. You really look like you hit her really hard inside the head with that bow. So I think you did mean to hit her that hard, Estelle. Calm yourself. Haha, no, I blocked it, mostly. Blocked her with her cranium. Phew, you got me good with that one, though. Guess I can't rely on that one move as my win button anymore, huh? Heh, it was just luck, really. Besides, I gotta give back a little of what I've been taking. You've really been throwing yourself into this, Estelle. If you've got enough energy left for smack talk, let's do one more set. Come on. You're on. Well, you two certainly have a lot of energy. Also, I think that she is 17, Lazy. Because I think they left the last game at the age of 16. I want to say that that was about a year. So, 17. That's right, Punch. Well, you two certainly have a lot of energy this morning. Oh, Phyllis, good morning. Morning, Phyllis. Good morning, Estelle. Analyst. Oh, that feels nice. Analyst. I was gonna call you two to breakfast, but... Yes, I'm so proud of you, my son. I suppose you'd rather beat the stuffing on each other instead of getting stuffed, huh? Don't say it that way either, Phyllis. Oh, breakfast, right. What do you think, Analyst? Analyst? Beat stuffing or get stuffing? I'm glad she didn't say get stuffed. That is a choice, isn't it? We'd be wasting a perfect good breakfast if we didn't eat, so... Phyllis, you wouldn't happen to know where Kurt is, would you? Kurt said that he had to prepare some things for today's training, so he went on ahead. It's only correctly contextualized stuffing. He made it sound like he had some pretty hard things lined up for you two today. Oh, great. He really said that? And he told me to make sure you both ate a good breakfast. Scarlet eyes? Does she really have scarlet eyes? I think that actually makes sense. Come in and eat, you two. Something tells me you'll be wanting it later. So I don't think we came here on the first game, did we? Phew, didn't realize how hungry I was. Hope it isn't a bad idea to eat this much just before practice, though. Yeah, Phyllis' cooking is extra super yummy. Plus, Kurt's got something big planned, so I doubt we'll get a lunch break, you know? Yeah, good point. We need to keep our strength up to train, after all. Gloss over his size. Any two ways. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Rainy. What do I call you? Rainalyn. Ranalyn. We'll just call you Analyst. Hi, Analyst. Man, though, it's already been 3 weeks since I came here. It feels like it's passed by in the blink of an eye. And yes, Liz, I did gloss over her size. Well, you really threw yourself into it, Estelle. Training with you has done me a lot of good, too. Oh, thanks, Analyst. That means a lot. I gotta admit, though, while I'm glad Kurt agreed to train us, I really didn't expect you to be here training with me. Ravioli. Rainy. Well, I've only been a senior brace for like half a year. I'm really still a newbie myself, to be honest. Well, that's about as long as, at this point, Estelle would have been a bracer, probably a senior bracer, probably less than that actually. So when Cher told me the whole deal with you and training and stuff, I thought, hey, perfect. Kurt and the others had mentioned this place before, and I'd wanted to come anyway, so when I heard you were coming, well... Rainy. Oh, that makes sense. You know, thinking about it, the guild owning something like this makes me realize just how big the guild is. When Dad first told me about it, I didn't realize how big a thing it'd be. As I said, Estelle, I have no intention of stopping you. To be honest, however, you are no match for the Society, especially against their deadliest agents. You simply lack the skills. So I have a suggestion. Would you like to go to Lilockley? Huh? Lilockley? It's a training ground run by the Bracer Guild near the international headquarters in the Lemon State. Its base is set within a canyon that contains a number of difficult training facilities covering skills of all kinds. Ruins, investigation techniques, ranger tracking, and survival skills, counterterrorism operations. It is, bar none, the finest place on the continent for teaching practical bracer skills. Wow, I never knew there was a place like that. But it's in Lemon, isn't it? So it's outside the country? I don't think I can leave Liberal right now. Well, it's in a foreign country, yes, but it's only 1 day by airship. Aren't Right Interceptor, like, to have the offer to go to some super secret, super high level, like a training facility, and your job is physically demanding as a bracer is in this world, like, that would be pretty incredible. Rady, that is absolutely true. In that first game, anytime there was a problem, like, oh, Joshua, can you fly this ship? Yeah, I guess I can. Joshua, this is locked. Can you unlock it? Okay, I got swords and size and whatever. Yeah, I am the Swiss Army knife. We need to sneak here, but how can you sneak? Joshua's got it. The training period lasts for about a month, I believe. If anything new comes up while you're there, we'll send for you right away. How does that sound? Well, I recommend it, but the decision is yours. You need an answer today. Take some time to think it over. No, I've decided. I'll take the training. Oh my. Excellent, you sound rather determined. I get the feeling you've been thinking about something like this for some time. Yeah, sorta. To be honest, looking back, I've just been relying on Joshua this whole time. Oh, really, Estelle? Is that, tell me more about this relying on Joshua thing. Tell me more. As I sip my tea. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. Once we found out Joshua's backstory, it was like, okay, well, I guess that's why he's like the most capable person almost within this world that we've experienced. He's like a secret agent. To be honest, looking back, I've just been relying on Joshua this whole time. Whenever something happened, Joshua would always guide me to the answer. Sure would. But now I have to rely on my own judgment. So yes, I want to retrain myself at this Lilockley place. Retrain. Oh, Estelle. I see. Then we'll file your application to attend tomorrow. Roland's guild branch will have everything we need for it. Okay, tomorrow. Say, Estelle, once we're done with that, let's hop back over to the department store in Gransel for a minute, The department store? Why? Well, I haven't gotten your senior bracer present yet. Oh no, Rain, you go ahead and gush as much as you want about this. This is why I, stream. I love talking about video games. I like playing them and sharing with other people, so that's the kind of chat I like. And I think you're going to need some new on-the-job clothes. Oh, I didn't even notice that she's wearing different clothes now. I don't know if they look better, but they look different, so they're not a palette swap, I don't think. Yeah, it kind of surprised me too. Speaking of your folks, those clothes were a present from Cher, right? You're so lucky. I wish Cher would buy me clothes, especially cute stuff like that. Yeah, they were. I mean, they're tough and all, and they're nice and light and easy to move around in. I don't know I don't know if colors this girly are really my thing. What, are you kidding? You look great. Way better than that old red outfit of yours. Remember, we may be bracers, but we're girls too. Fashion is important. Snap, snap, snap. No, because we're bracers, we have to look great. It's our duty. Endless? I've got it, Estelle. A hair ribbon. You'd look great with one. How about it? I should have a spare somewhere. She does look precious with her hair ribbon. So I can't throw too much hate at that. Oh yeah, Interceptor, you know, it's a great series for sure. And this company makes some really interesting stuff. Even though like this other series called like Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus, I want to say, all of it really, they seem to do a really good job of like fleshing out their worlds as far as character development, even like non-main character development. So if you really are in love with dialogue as you, as I think you are, and as you say you are, then this might be a thing to check out. I'll pass, thanks. In fact, I couldn't help but notice you're kind of a fan of cute things, aren't you, Endless? Yeah, Interceptor, maybe a little bit too much dialogue love, someone might say. But no, I'm sure it's great. You have to let me read your NaNoWriMo when you're done. Well, yeah, cuteness is justice, it's the law. I mean, okay, I totally get the appeal of cool, older women like Shara. But there's nothing, not a thing that can beat a young girl who's dressed up all cute. And whenever I see a teddy bear or stuffed animal, I just want to hug it to death and... Definitely no coincidence. And here, I'll tell you right now, Rainy, man, I gotta figure out something. I definitely have like the Trails, like the Cold Steel series, so depending on the availability, I guess there's more than 3 of these Trails in the Sky games, but I haven't gotten that deep into it yet. If that's not available to me at the time, then I'll just go straight to the Cold Steel series. I mean, at least it's 3D. If she ever met Tita, she'd probably faint. Oh, Tita. Tita was precious in the first game with that rocket launcher she carried all the time. But you know, you changed a lot since I first met you. Huh? Well, when we first met, way back when, you had this real, I'm a naive, innocent newbie air about you. Le meow. And you still have that air of noobiness around you, but now it seems like you've got some steel in your soul, I guess. There we go. Jeez, Rainy, you got the stats. Yeah, so the 3 I know are available. Yep, okay. 2 unlocalized Japanese. Well, I guess I just have to learn Japanese then. That's gonna be a long stream. It's pretty incredible if you ask me. Endless. Cut it out with the flattery. Don't get so embarrassed, I meant it. Besides, you make me want to work harder. Can't let a young upstart like you take my cutest and best bracer ever title. Really? Anyway, should we be getting to practice soon? Yeah, it's about time, I guess. Let's go back to our rooms and get ready. Well, Zero and AO have fan translations on them, and AO is completed. Just going through a final editing pass. So you guys are the guys to go to for Trails knowledge. That's good to know. Just, yeah. Because I definitely want to learn more about, the making and the production of the series. Oh, well, that just is awesome then, OMG. Yeah, you're definitely the person to go to then. That's always the case, Interceptor. Papa! See you in a bit. How can I help you, Lazy? Always the case, Interceptor, because you're inside of it, inside the chat. Boom. That was the second part of the thing I said. I realized I sounded kind of like a dick when I just said I always have the smartest chat. Jeez, she's like a ball of energy. Let's see, Blazies, you're playing Red Dead, right? Have you cleaned up your Arthur's face hair? His face situation was rough. Give him like a... If you haven't done that, then say something like, I need a haircut, but in like all caps or something, and then put some emojis behind it. People like emojis, I think. Probably. I'm so glad you have her with me, though. Alright, gotta stop by my room and get my stuff together. There we go. We're never animating anybody standing up. Yeah, that's what I say about my hair and my head too, lazy, but look where I'm at now. Not great. You can get the mustache to look pretty good, I think, if you just keep letting that grow out and just only trim that one space. Like trim all around it. Because the just mustache with the left side part with some pomade in it, it's a good look. Estelle, already done? Nah, I was just about to head to my room. Okay, you better get ready fast then. See you in a bit, Estelle. Yeah, later. Let me just go ahead and fiddle through your, Oh no, the last 5 minutes. Well, I mean, you committed to it. Yeah, see, that's the thing, you thought it was safe. You had to stick with it. Hopefully you look okay without the extra hair. Probably still look fly, I'm sure. At least you're smart. Okay, this is Kurt practice we're talking about, so let's assume I'll need everything, kitchen sink included. It'll just be like real combat, so I'll have no idea what to expect. Yeah, that's gonna be the key, right? Like, the stylist can do a lot after the fact. Hopefully it's not like shaved. Oh, that harmonica. You know, I didn't even attribute the harmonica so much to Joshua in the first game as I have now since this game's begun, with her playing the harmonica and the intro and all that. Like, he played it like 3 times at least in the first game, but I never thought it was that big of a deal because I thought it was weird. Okay, I wouldn't have him picture him playing a harmonica. Oh, it's all good, OMG. Hey, thank you guys for stopping by, and I appreciate the raid and all that jazz, man. I hope you guys have a great one, and I'm gonna have to check you guys out too. Okay, I'll do my best today, I promise. OMG Floofy, that's a very good name. Joshua's harmonica. Equip the brake rod. Enhanced leather. Alright, that's everything. Night, punch. Right? Yeah, you're leaving. Yeah. Oh, hot punch. Then good. Settle on in, my friend. So we got training. Wait, there's something I should check. Anything? Oh, stop going in and out of the door. Sure, she auto-equipped it. Exactly, interceptor. So yeah, unbuy punch. Yeah, and Randy, like, I like how they showed the intro to this game, I think at the end of the first game. And we'll let you know, I guess they just must have broken this game apart in half, right? Like from the first and second, it's supposed to all be one game, so not what I want to do. So yeah, her outfit's definitely different. Okay, time to go meet what's his name, right? Do I need to talk to her? Oh, you have to talk to my lady friend. Wrong room. Oh, maybe the right room. Is she already out there or something? I might as well just make this a video game and check everybody's everything. Really? I had no idea about that. So this game must be pretty conclusive in the end then. First, you hear what Kurt has to say. I think he has something he wants to give you. Well, Kurt, are you over here? You're here, Estelle. Good. Well, let's begin. Please take the seat across from me. You know you can't animate me sitting down. There we go, now. You animated me sitting down already, but not the transition. Today, I want you and Endless to cover Ruins exploration. Oh, this sounds like great. We'll be heading to the Balster channel, which is west of the lodge. Do you, Interceptor? Do you? Because you played Kingdom Hearts and that game did not want to end. Well, I should say it ended once, but it was like 8 different ways. I don't think they did. I think they always made that weird cut transition from standing to sitting. The Buster Channel. Kind of a strange name, but it's another training facility, right? But I do really appreciate your playing that game, because I really had no idea that all of that was there. I can see why people are like really fascinated by it, because there's just so much. Yes, that's exactly it. It's an old aqueduct from the Middle Ages that the guild repurposed. Several of its defense mechanisms are still operable, plus quite a few monsters haven't made it to their nest. Traps and monsters, huh? Yep, that sounds like practice Kurt style to me. So let's head off to this aqua thingy. Hold on a moment. Before we leave, I want you two to take a look at these. Kurt produced a pair of strangely configured orbments. What? It looks like a combat orbment, but it's all weird. Correct, this is a new model combat orbment. You know, of course, of the Epstein Foundation, which develops combat orbments, among many other orbital technologies. This is a new kind of combat orbment, developed by the Foundation and supplied to the guild mere weeks ago. As you can see, they have an additional slot compared to previous orbments for a total of 7. As a result, this should allow for the utilization of new, more powerful combat arts. Whoa, that's incredible. Heck yeah, it is. These will make us awesome. So don't be stingy, Kurt. Make with the goodies. If you wish, the guild will provide you each with one for free. However, there is, as you may expect, a catch. What can this catch be? The circuit architecture within these orbments is radically different from your current combat orbments. As a result, your old quartz crystals are not compatible with these new orbments whatsoever. Of course they're not. So all the stuff that you may have picked up in the first game, you can't use it anymore. And here's the story reason as to why. You will need to obtain new revised quartz. What? Would that mean that all the quartz you've made up till now are worthless? I'm afraid so, yes. It'll be a hassle, but you'll need to rebuild your quartz collection from scratch if you use these. Oh, no way. Jeez, this is a hard choice. Could we keep our current orbments? You could, but I don't recommend it. These new orbments are superior models in every way. Yeah, exactly, Interceptor. Their maximum EP potential is higher, and the high-end new quartz they can accept have impressive capabilities. In the long term, they'll grant you increased physical abilities, and most importantly, the arts they can construct are far beyond what your current orbments are capable of. So, you recall our good friend Lieutenant Lawrence, I assume. What? Yes, I remember Lawrence. He also had nice hair. Lawrence, yeah. Don't think I could forget him even if I ever wanted to. Sherrod told me about a certain bizarre art he used against you. A terrifying attack that lashed out at your entire team and clouded your minds. As it happens, this orbment can manifest an art exactly like that with the correct quartz combination. It's been dubbed Silverthorn. Oh, Silverthorn. There it is, exactly. We had it, so yeah, you can do this now. Hand wave, hand wave, hand wave. Wait, hang on a sec here. Wouldn't that mean that Red Uniform Bozo had one of these new model orbments 2 months ago? Scary thought, but it's very possible. The implications of which are, well, for now, must know. Well, for now, must know. Will you accept the new orbments? Man, this is so tough. With a bit of work, it'd make us awesome, but right now, it'd be a nasty drop in power. Of course. See, of course we don't get the choice. I still decide, oh, give me the new one. I mean, I think in real life I would definitely select a new model as well, so I can't even be upset by that. But still, I get what you're doing, video game. What? Lawrence, or whatever his name is, beat us away like a tiger swatting at a playful club. Wow, like a tiger swatting at a playful cub. I know a new orbment won't make me innately stronger, but if this could give me even the tiniest edge, I'd like to master it. So please, Estelle? Yeah, you're right. Like I said, Kirk, fork over the goods. Very well. Go ahead and take them. Estelle and Endless receive new model combat ordnance. Right? Like, why can't I just like hang on to my old one, use all my, level 3 skills, and then whenever as I accrue new stuff, I just switch it out? Nah. You apparently have to, there must be so heavy that you can only carry one. And also you can't leave it in your backpack or anything. You have to throw your old one on the ground and then stomp it out. That's just video games. I mean, you only got one equipment slot. So also take these. Estelle and Endless received various kinds of Sepith. That should be enough to synthesize a basic selection of quartz. Robert's stationed at the workshop there in the corner, so he'll be able to help you prepare some quartz. Yeah, I mean, I get that, because I mean, yeah, if you didn't play the first game, then you would come in empty-handed, but you could still give like a new entry player just like some generic, I don't know, like red, whatever, like ice one. I can't remember any of the names anymore, but I don't know. They could have done something, but I mean, I get it. Besides, like, why would you, as a person that's like playing the game, you want the new spells anyway. Like, you want to think, oh, now I'm gonna be super powered, so when they cast something, it may look like it did in the last game, but that's not fire, that's flare. Robert Station. Incidentally, your Bracer notebook should also cover all the new quartz and arts available. It might not be a bad idea to skim through it before talking to him. Sure, we'll do that. In addition to today's practice, it's like to be long duration, shall we say. I'll recommend bringing some food just in case. Right, food. Oh, the recipes in the first game. I remember having to go to trying to go to every town to get every little piece of food to make all the recipes. Those recipes came in really useful at the end of the game. We'll just talk to Phyllis about that, right? Correct. Talk to Robert and Phyllis for anything you might need before we begin practice. So before I forget, these are for you. Glove gear. Celestial Balm. Did I just shame myself of how much I didn't get battle points in the first game? Exactly. I was thinking about all the time that we had to go through and cook food like in the middle of a dungeon or like just right inside someone else's house. It's like this, and they make all the sound effects for like cooking happening. So. Oh, high enough? Well, I definitely didn't get the highest possible because towards the end of the game, I just started rushing through. I was like, I'm done. Punch is my witness. He saw me just start to lose my mind. And they both look really high quality too. Yeah, they're quite valuable. Think of them as a reward for the guild, from the guild for your success as Junior Bracer. I guess I can literally think exactly as that. Hehe, thanks. Now then, I shall wait for you outside the lodge. I mean, that was exactly what happened. Like, the game sort of started to go, and I'm like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And then there's the character whose name I also can't remember, which is like Olivier, who was like very like flamboyant, but actually was really cool in the end. Okay, Estelle, let's go get ready. Right, let's go to the Phyllis and Robert. You may now access your Senior Bracer notebook. This notebook contains information about your jobs, related events, ornament info, etc. To read your Bracer notebook, open the Items tab from the camp menu, and under the book category, select Bracer Notebook. What was that? What did they say it was? Not that button. There we go. Okay. It's funny. I never looked at this in the first game, and I'm really glad I didn't. These pages all look so intimidating. Yeah, he was great, but also that also kind of revealed some stuff about Joshua and Estelle, and their discomfort with people of questionable gender identity. They like kept calling him a pervert and stuff. I was like, oh god, stop. You're killing me. So Kurt's going to be working you to the bone again, is he? Here then, let me show you how to prepare some nice, clean water for yourselves out in the field. Thanks to the recipe book, here we go. Nature's Bounty recipe. Oh, don't forget the ingredients, dears. Assortment of ingredients. And also like that Olivier just had a gun. He just shot people. So like, when can we just throw this stuff in a pot and cook a meal, right? Well, yes, what you have will cover most basic cooking, but you can only get some ingredients by defeating monsters. Gathering all the ingredients for those is a bit dangerous, needless to say. Yeah, tell me about it. There's some weird recipes out there. Man, kinda takes those who don't work, don't eat to a whole new level, huh? Your bracer notebook will have more detailed explanation of cooking. Make sure to look it over. Well, good luck with your training. Thanks, Phyllis. We'll try not to burn anything down when we cook stuff. You can learn new recipes by eating meals at bars or by eating to-go food items you purchase or find. Once you learn a recipe, you can make the food item anytime, so long as you have the ingredients by opening your recipe book. To open your recipe book, select the Items tab from the camp menu, and select the recipe book under the Book category. Alright. Yeah, I'm really glad I never looked at that stuff. Okay, so looks like you two picked up the new model combat ordnance. Did you already go over the list of new quartz in your notebook? Sure, I definitely did. The fundamentals aren't much different, but some things have had their attributes adjusted in the Switch, so give it a look. Now before we get started, how about a quick overview? If you need a refresher on anything, how about your ordnance work? About how your ordnance work, ask away. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to ask a question. Ordnance are energy control device that manifest a variety of effects via crystalline circuits made of septium, commonly called quartz. When most bracers think of an ornament, they think of a combo ornaments that improve your physical abilities and let you use orbital arts. Combat ornaments are specially tuned to each individual user, so no two will be exactly alike. This mostly boils down to elemental limitations on certain slots and the arrangement of the ornament's lines. Taking a person's strength into account is crucial in preparing a strong ornament for them. Cancel. Yep. Hailing arts, do you want to use? Yep. Your bracer number will have full of lights. Got it. I should like do this though. Oops. Status. Yeah, I think that I was pretty lucky in the first game because that one I kind of just played it out. Like, all right, well, I'll just take this. You know, and eventually I got like some of the higher level cure stuff. Because I mean, healing to me is like probably the most important because their regular attacks are actually pretty strong overall. But yeah, those heals. So she has the highest base strength. Analyst does, and highest base defense. Actually, she just seems to be highest the base better than Estelle. Oopsie. Special order, grip strength. Take that. Is that the only other thing I got? I think, yeah. Yup, that 5 levels makes a difference. So for now, we're gonna increase her. All right. Well, I don't have to worry about that because I'm never gonna die. Except for in that last battle. Tier bombs. We got $1,000. That's not where I'm gonna start. Okay. Really? Like, where's my... There we go. So, upgrade. Alright, so we got 50 of these. I guess I could have looked, but I'm pretty sure the HP one is also gonna bring Cure. Yeah, I definitely did not pick Nightmare. I picked normal. I don't know if like a game like this would be super fun on like a super hard difficulty. At least not in the first playthrough, because I mean, I just want to find out what's gonna happen. Have you played through this multiple times, Rainy? I do my very best. I mean, it's not really much cost. I should probably just make one of like all of these, huh? In action. Hit. Can we still equip? Oh my gosh. Get used to me doing that. I press every wrong button besides the button I'm looking for to get to the camp menu. Nope. Nope. There it is. Did the intro on Nightmare just to prove I could. Oh, but only be it twice on normal. I mean, that's not bad. This game is pretty long from my understanding. Longer than the first one. Alright, so let's start with Endless. You're going to... do I have a wind? I'll give you this. No, I'm gonna give you the attack one. And I'll give you the hit. I'll give you the defense. And I'll give you the heal as well. I'll give you the action. And I'll give you the evade. Seems like a solid plan. Celestial Bomb, that was the other thing. Those things came in real handy at the end of the last game. Hey Kurt, did you tell us where this cave is? Oh, okay, you're gone. Let's see, how many different paths can we go? Okay, this is normal. Thanks, Rainy. Little legs moving like that. So you've had your new quartz manufactured and prepared healing arts. Very good. Now we can set off. Finally. So we're heading for that sewer-like thingy in the western part of the canyon, right? Indeed. The Ballstar Channel. Ballstar Channel. As I said before, the monsters within are dangerous. Are you two prepared? We're ready. Very well, let's get going. Follow me, you two. Okay. Right behind you, boss. Wow, look at that. This is new. Is this almost like a fast travel? What? Seems weird. Now let's go to the Ballstar Channel. I'm so used to having to walk everywhere on the ground. So this is the Ballstar Channel. Man, these sewers are huge. What do they keep down here? Well, they're technically smaller than the sewers beneath Gransville, but they're still quite sizable. Oh, it's gonna be airships in my future then. As for what is kept down here, try confidential documents. Your practice mission today is to retrieve them. Wait, confidential stuff? Seriously? This is just like the beginning of the first game, where you had to go get that weird treasure box. Well, it's more to get you in the mood than anything else. Regardless, documents are the deepest section of the sewers. Recover them, and today's practice will be complete. Well, you make it sound easy, but this is a training mission, so you made sure it's going to be easy, right? I shall leave that to your doubtlessly fertile imaginations. I will warn you, however, the monsters in the channel are not to be underestimated. You may find it necessary to fully master chain crafts to defeat them. chain crafts, right? Those are the, you mean the team-based attacks we got special training for, right? Indeed. Fundamentally is a type of craft which allows several people to attack a target simultaneously. You put a great deal of effort into learning them, so now you should put theory into practice. Sounds like a plan. Also, since you'll be fighting once again, let me provide you with this. Receive the Monster Guide. Hey, that's one of those monster guide thingies, right? Correct. It's a notebook for recording information about any foes you might come to face. I would advise noting down any particulars about your enemies as you find them. Well, keeping tabs on the enemy is how you win fights, I guess. Yeah, they say knowing your enemy is the first key to victory. Or is it? Know yourself first? Either way, thanks, Kurt. We really owe you. Really. There's no need to thank me. I wish you the best of luck. As one last note, if I may, don't force yourself to go on if you're injured. I prepared an Orbment charging station here just in case. Use it as you see fit. Yep, that's our Kurt alright, always planning for everything. Well, no excuses now. Time to blow the lid off the pot of expectations. Alright, let's get to it. Hi Kurt. Is something wrong you two? If you need a moment to rest, you can use the Orbment charging station over there. Alright, let's get out of here. What's that? Monsters already? That was quick. I'll say, this would be perfect for a warm-up though. Well yeah, this is our first real fight in a while, isn't it? Might be worth to do over basics of fighting again. Well, how about this though? Want to go over everything again or skip straight to the practical stuff? Just the chain crafts. Can we skip straight to the practical stuff? I kind of want to try out these chain crafts we've been practicing. Music to my ears. Alright then, let's plow through these critters double time. Right. Show me the chain crafts. Well, so much for the monsters, but this kind of looks like the end of the path. Zane. Really? I like Zen too. Zen's a good name, and that's a cool character. I give the localization team free wheel to do whatever they want to. They did a fantastic job. This kind of looks like the end of the path. Yeah, it looks like it. Although, hey Estelle, think we can finally give it a shot. It? Oh, you mean a chain craft, right? Well, we did put a lot of sweat into learning these new chain attacks, you know. I say we try them out in a real fight and get a feel for how they work in practice. Works for me. Come on. Right, just say when. Oh, here's the musics. Chain crafts are a technique that allows multiple characters to attack in unison. So we're gonna press craft. Chain 1. The way that hint font is great. To use a chain craft, select the party members to join in and then attack a target. And then an attack target. A minimum level CP is required to participate. Necessary CP and maximum participant possible will be displayed in the 30 in the upper left. Okay, good. I don't think my head's gonna be in the way of anything. The more participants, the greater the attack range. Characters further back in the combination attack will also have greater attack power. Further back. Whatever, I'm sure it'll work out. Can we... 817, 817, 792, 792. Weakness to Blaze. Whatever. We can get both these.
Let's do this thing.
Oh, that's nice. That's good damage. Ouch. Let's see, what does she have? So she's still got morale, and she got terrible hurricane. I always like to do morale.
Guys, come on.
Come on! And What crafts do you have? Nothing right now. Yeah, she could reach that. That weakness, though. Why'd the game speed up? Because I'm making it speed up.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, that seems to be the case, right, Elin? I mean, their base, like, super CP moves were really good in the first game. I wonder if they're gonna kind of nerf that a bit. You can be prepared and, like, pretty much completely change the way that a battle would go by just having those things queued up ready to go. Alright, while we're at it. What's up, Estelle? Well, the monster guide. Best to record what we learned as soon as possible after the fight, right? Oh yeah, good thinking. I was totally gonna suggest that. You weren't gonna suggest that. Just give me a second, I'll write this up real quick. Confident penciling. Okay, got it all down. Information about enemies' fall will be automatically recorded in your monster guide. Note that recorded information may change depending on whether you're victorious or flee from battle. Hold up. Where is not this button? CS breaks. Barrage and piercing wave. What is the other button that makes the thing happen that I want to happen? There we go. Interesting. Stat guard. Neat. To the left. Yep. Agreed. Like, it seems like that just works. There's a lever here that can be moved. Over to the left. Alright. Oh, okay. I was about to say. So you got the blue. Can't we still... Oh, I don't think you can use it in between fights. I think that's the weird thing. Oh, another lever. Fun. There's a lever here that can be moved. So let's see, will there be treasure this way, or will it be the way forward? I want to say you can, but I totally can't remember where. There's the remove, but that's not where I'm looking. Maybe it's status? Nope. Like, I might be totally losing it, though. That's always a possibility. Either way, I just kind of wish I'd bought more than just a Celestial Bomb as an item. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're right. Good eye. Thank you. Went that way already, didn't we? That's how you know I play too many JRPGs. Oh, treasure chests. Let's see where the messages are gonna be. Wait, there's nothing in here? Boring. See, Rainland, we're gonna run into a problem with that then, because I am now, as a 33-year-old man, decided to be a man that purchases items and uses them in battle. I'm done. I've changed my life. I've committed to item usage and using money for items. I've committed to that. Thanks, Interceptor. Found Tear Bomb. A small spider skitters from one side of the empty chest to the other. That's actually kind of cute. Found a mind one. This is what your curiosity gets you. Every other wrong button. Let's see. What does mind do? Guess I can just equip it rather than actually looking it up. Water elemental. Let's give it to Analyst. That's gonna bring down her ADF, bring up her ATS. Alright, let's do some battling. Ooh. Endless damage is quite nice. I mean, I guess it's still the beginning of the game. No preemptive? Let's see, so what do we have here? Hurricane, let's see how bad this move still is. Still bad, it's still a bad move. This person probably only deals with magic. And you're so wrong for doing that to Agate. Agate? Yeah, Agate, that's fine. I liked him. He was really angsty though. He was like very angsty in that first game. Oh, so we're calling friends now too? That's what we're doing? Let's see, do you have anything? Nothing fire-based. Let's just throw in like a soul blur. Didn't love it. Can't get any damage down. There we go. I thought he was very cool though with that mega sword he has. Yeah, that's true. All things for Tito. All things for Tito. That's all it takes. You're on Ray's bad side now. Tito was our honorary little sister. Give me that butt. That's a pointless move. Use up that EP on that one. Don't call friends, please. Let's see, so what do we got? High speed sword technique that creates a vacuum blade. Slash him with the chaotic sword strikes. Let's see how you feel about this. Pretty neat looking. What else do you got? Fallen leaves. Kick foul by mid-air strike, AT delay. Let's try that. And what do you got here? You still got your same old comment. I never really got that much into this move, comment move, in the first game, but I mean, definitely has its usage. It's good use cases. Thanks for the treasure. Found attack 1. Alright. Dang, you really like reading these messages, don't you? Hey, whoa, don't be like that. I do like reading them though. So I'm always going to read that. Silver earring. You're opening me again? How naughty. Alright, prevents poison. I'll take it. Whatever. Better than having poison. Let's drop the lever. I'm glad that did not give me a left and right choice. Oh. Let's see. Oh, you're like a bad penny. XP charge. Treasure chest advertising for the low price of 900 mira per month. Oh wow, really, Rainy? They weren't? I thought that was like an inherent, like just a built-in aspect of this game that these chests would just have these messages. I need to find out more about this localization team, see if they've like localized anything else, like other series. So where's that stupid little thingamajigger? For the right? Like, it looks like they took a lot of liberties. Move it to the left. Exceed. Whenever I think of Arxis or Exceed, I think of Arxis, and some of the games they've done, like the published. I think Arxis does the Guilty Gear series, I think, and some other stuff. I can't remember what. Ah, very good. You finally found your way down here. What man is living in the sewers right now? How? Kurt? Hang on a second. You were at the entrance. How'd you get here before us? To tell you the truth, there are a few secret passages through the channel. While you worked your way down the main path, I simply came here directly. Aw, man. Now all the hard work you put into beating those monsters and stuff feels like a waste. Thanks, Kurt. Anyway, busy work aside, isn't this as deep as the sewers go? This is the end of the line, right? Quite so. Your point? So, the confidential documents are, Oh, here we go. Well, what's with the... Oh man, I knew it. I'm afraid my role in this exercise is that of an armed foreign infiltrator, here to steal the documents. As we have the same goal, my only option is to remove you, by force. Wait, what? The documents were just an excuse to get us here. The real point of the test is to have an unexpected battle during a mission, isn't it? Indeed, well spotted, Analysts. That being said, prepare yourselves.
By my art, become hard as steel.
Nippon Ichi, that's what I was thinking of, not Arxis. I think they made a game called Cross Edge that I own and played once and thought made me hate Nippon Ichi. Oh, let's see. So what can we do from you here? Do you have any weaknesses to maybe an element? Let's see. Let's leave them at a distance. I want fire from here. And I shall do my good old taunt.
Hey, come and get me.
Oh, of course, yours is the taunt.
By my art, become hard as
So
steel.
he's deaf upped. Okay, well, it's morale then.
Come on.
And... Nah, it's probably not the best to chain anyway. If he's gonna stay back there, I'm gonna keep raining magic at his face. Move +1, shoots heavy stream of water. Are there any additional impacts here? Let's do fire in his face again. Thanks for making the first move, my guy.
Become hard as steel.
Okay, do we have any like debuffs? Because all he's doing is just buffing up. Okay, so high speed. We don't need an area of attack. We simply need a single attack. Oh, East. I think E's Origin is the only one I actually played. I like that game a lot. Origin is very good. And I keep looking at 8, but now I'm definitely not going to play that, so no worries. Yeah, it's still an area one. Do I have a single attack? Still a little bit far away. Alright, then I'm just going to hit you with a little bit more magic. I dropped a boulder on his head.
By my arts, become hard as steel.
So I guess he's just gonna keep hanging out doing that sort of thing. See how beefed up he is. Yep, pretty
By my
tough.
arts, become hard as steel.
15 EP makes that not a great move. I wonder if they're just wanting me to do the like that team up move. Well, if that's the case, I should probably get a little closer. Just kidding, more fire. Rocked you like a hurricane. Alright, so we got more stone hammer. And let's see about using an actual craft on him now. Close enough. Let's see what his breaks that mega defense he has up. 243, okay. This chat is good tonight.
By my arts, become hard as steel.
Stop stealing. Let's see if I can just clock you up. Let's do that again. We can do that 2 more times. It's down to about 1,000 too. Let's see. I think he's gonna be out of my running range. And I don't have any more magics. So I guess still out of range for that. I guess hang out. See, had this been a real fight, I would have some item to heal myself right then. I'm just saying.
By my arts, become hard as steel.
Boom.
By my arts, become
White caps. Oh, don't be that dude right now. Hits enemy's weak spot, cancels arts and crafts. Well, it's regular old text. I hope it's more than. Oh, that's not gonna do it. Oh, dude.
By my arts, calming as ocean waves.
So this is what we're dealing with today. Fine. Let's run up on him then. It seems clear to me now, for sure, that they just wanted me to use the cross move on him. So just keep hitting him with swords and stuff. I really wish he didn't push us like that. This music kind of reminds me of some, like a Persona 3 music, a little bit. 151, that's not gonna do it. Let's fight. Let's see. I'm just gonna hit her with that EP charge.
Go.
I'm gonna start trying to burn him down.
Hard as steel.
There we go. Yeah, this is time. Wait for her turn to end first. It's got such a class hole. Okay, so let's first tier. Who needs it worse? Me. I need it.
This ends here.
Oh, what damage. I mean, you know, they're probably like all these games are probably to some degree influenced by one another. And probably generally Japanese culture at the time. I would like to see like, you know, where the overlap actually is. So we got 10 EP and you still got all this nothing to do. 672. Whatever, dude. Just like hit him.
By my art, do not as you appear.
Ah, okay. So he's just stepping his game up the more I really chuff this up, huh? Alright. And you go ahead and do this. I appreciate the fact that he's just like kind of doing more and more stuff.
Calming as ocean waves. By my art,
Oh, just double white caps. Okay. Well, the only thing I can get consistent damage from is magic right now, which is a bummer. And she can't get enough damage down to mitigate his heal, so 431. Ouch. This fight took a bad turn. Because math says I'm going to end up dying soon. Oh, not necessarily. It's going to be me running out of EP. So anyways, how's everybody doing tonight? We're having a great time. So this fight's going to pretty much last forever until I can get the chain going. I don't even know how this works anymore. I'm glad I intercept there. So I wasn't paying enough attention to see how this chain thing works. Oh well, absolutely, Rainy. This is a great series, and I'm definitely glad to be able to play it as well. Single attack. Here. 430, and guess what? You have to heal yourself because he's gonna hit you with that same dumb move. Here goes heal again. Oh wait, can we get this off in time? He's gonna heal twice again, isn't he? Yeah, that's never gonna be good enough. Make the long journey over here. Oh, did you not make it? So what does this mean? Let's make this fight just last forever so this night can never end. Not chain. It's gonna attack regular. It's gonna give you like hurt you like 1. And you don't have enough CP to do it, that's the problem. So, more magic. So the question is, when is he gonna cast that bad kid move on her?
By my art, become hard as steel.
Okay, let's see if we can. There we go. Jeez. This should kill, right? Nope.
By my art, be calming as ocean waves.
Well, at least I'm learning the mechanics behind how that move works.
By my art, calming as
He's like, you thought you were gonna kill me, but I'm gonna heal again. Nope, that doesn't do quite enough damage. I mean, I'm gonna beat him, so don't worry about it this time. But as time progresses, I definitely will want them because, yeah, it's pretty clear. I'm a little rusty.
Let's go. Okay.
There you go. Jeez, drop your change. There you go.
I am invincible. Or am I?
That was a weird little ending there. Level up! Heaven's Eye. But thank you for asking, Rainy, instead of just going. I'm gonna fail a bit, most likely. Ooh, I wasn't even holding back that time. Well done. That was a clean victory. Pant. We won? Yeah, my arm would say otherwise, but we did. Just what you expect from the artful tactician. 2-on-1, we barely won. Alright, with the infiltrator neutralized, the documents have been recovered. This mission is complete. Okay, so training for today is over, right? Oh, hardly. Why is there a Lego storm? I just love it when they kill the human enemies, all that stuff just falls out of them. Like, this feels nice. This is good. After a brief lunch at the end, we'll be heading to the St. Croix Forest to the south. We'll engage in a bit of bonus training there. Think of it as a chance to make up for any mistakes you made here. Oh boy. Kurt, come on, cut some slack here. Oh, that background. Oh man, any references to No More Heroes, I'm gonna be happy about. I almost thought about playing Killer 7 the other day. That concludes today's training. You did well, you two. You must be tired, I imagine. Yeah, just a bit. I'll say. Feels like my legs are gonna fall off. That was the hardest thing we've done here. We still need to work on your endurance a bit, perhaps. Well, be sure to get some rest this evening. We have quite a day tomorrow. Yes, sir. See you in a bit, Kurt. Time to take a nice save. Phew, today was like a hardball play with boulders. It sounds like that's almost it for our training here at Lilakle, though. Sure feels like it. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to be almost done, but it makes me feel a little sad at the same time, you know? Earlier was amazing, too. Kurt really is strong, isn't he? Well, yeah, he's strong. He's just really good healing magic that... Anyway, he took us both out one at once, and I got the feeling he could have kept going. Well, yeah, he could probably throw us around like spears. I mean, he got that artful tactician title because he's the second best bracer in all Liberl, you know? The very best is your dad, of course. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, speaking of, I think Cher mentioned this to you once, but there's 7 ranks for senior bracers, G to A. I'm ranked F currently since I've only been a senior for half a year, but Kurt's a B, pretty much an A even. He's getting promoted real soon. Wow, rank A? That put him on the same level as Zen. Although there's a certain someone out there who can not only take down Kurt, but steal his memory. Do I really have a chance against someone like that? Probably not right now, not at level 36. Style? What's wrong? You look so serious all of a sudden. Oh, sorry, I was just spacing out for a second, I guess. Spacing out, huh? Spacing out about Joshua, right? Well, you could say that, I guess. I kinda figured as much. I haven't wanted to pry or anything, but Cher did tell me a little bit about what happened. You must be worried sick. I really do hope he's okay. Yeah. Oh, Rainy, if you have a tip now, you can tell me about what I should have done in that fight, so I don't have to be terrible at the game for much longer. But hey, I'm not too worried. Joshua's just a lost boy who ran away from home because of a misunderstanding. I'll bring him back even if I have to tie a leash to his neck and walk him home. He's not a doggist though. That's the spirit. I'd pay good mirror to see that too. Okay, Endless, we know what you're into. So keep that up and you will find Joshua. I give it my super shiny senior bracer guarantee. Haha, thanks, Endless. But didn't we just finish talking about how you aren't really that old or senior yet? What, Estelle, you meanie face? You're saying it like saying I'm like a kid, aren't you? No, that's not what I meant at all. Man, and I'm like 2 years older than you too. Well, to be honest, I'd much rather be your friend than be your superior. So we're friends forever, right? Okay. Yeah, you bet. Okay then, time to scoot off to bed and rest for tomorrow. You seem kind of bushed, Estelle. You want to skip tomorrow's morning practice? No, that's okay. No matter how tired I get, a good night's sleep here always seems to charge me right back up. As long as you're up for it, I'm good. Sweet. We'll do some more stuffing beating tomorrow morning then, okay? Sweet, we'll do some more stuffing beating tomorrow morning then, okay? For now though, good night. Ah. You know, I actually wondered that through the entire last game, if the strength buff also buffed magic. I always did it, and it seemed like it, but I never did a A and B comparison. That's good to know for sure. Good night, Endless. Endless. I am kind of beat. Time to go crash into a nice warm bed. Though, hang on, we did get a lot of Sepith during the training mission today. Building a new set of quartz sounds like a good idea right about now. Maybe I should go bug Robert before going to bed. Let's bug Robert. Hey Estelle, is that Heaven's Eye quartz you have there? Well, I'll be damned, that's some pretty high grade quartz. You'll need to upgrade an orbit slot in order to set one of those. It requires a fair bit of Sepith, but it also increases your orbit EP's charge capacity, so you should give it a try. Yeah, she knows exactly what she's up to. If you select slots from Upgrade Exchange, you can upgrade your slots. Okay. Ooh, I should probably see what kind of thing that thing is. Or maybe I shouldn't, because maybe it's not here. I'll just upgrade any slot. Nope, can't do it anyway. Nope, that one is. That probably was a mistake. I regret nothing. You can't set a high-grade quartz without upgrading a slot. You'd damage the orbment if you tried. Yeah. Let's look at that item, though. Yep, so it requires that. Heaven's Eye. Oops. Oh my god, if I ever get these buttons right. Okay, so then we're gonna replace that with that. Now I'll put this here. And since I got you here, why not? For now. But I guess that has to be it. Because now it's 9:13 p.m. Eastern time. And I've been streaming for 2 hours, and that's my weekday stream. Geez, I appreciate you all from joining in. Of course, I appreciate the original, the Sheppy that's brought in the cool raiders, and Rainy that's been keeping me great company, and Interceptor, of course, Punch coming through. Of course, I'll be streaming this again next Monday. Wednesday is Witcher, Friday is Shadow Hearts, Saturday Final Fantasy. And I think I'm gonna actually do a few hours on Sunday now, going on Atlas games, so probably like Persona 3 is what I'm gonna start, so Punch can finally see that game, since he refused to play it himself. But otherwise, thank you all. Of course, the archives are going on YouTube if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining, and I guess just have a great night. Be safe, and thank you again.